Are you waking up feeling less than a man? Do you remember a time when you'd wake up with that undeniable, powerful sign of morning vitality, but now there's just silence? Most men chalk it up to age. A battle lost, a chapter closed. They blame their diet, their stress, their partner, everything but the 8 hours they spend completely unconscious. As a men's health researcher with over 2 decades of experience, I'm here to tell you that for countless men over 60, the war for your manhood isn't won in the gym or on the dinner plate. It's won in the dark, in the quiet, while you sleep. What the multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know is that your body has a built-in nightly maintenance program designed to keep you hard, healthy, and powerful. But years of bad habits have sabotaged this system. Tonight, that changes. In this video, I will reveal the 5 sleep secrets that doctors rarely discuss. These aren't about buying expensive pillows or fancy gadgets. These are simple, physiological switches you can flip tonight to command your body to restore powerful, rock-hard erections while you sleep. The 5th secret is so simple yet so effective, you'll wonder how you ever missed it. Stay with me, because your rejuvenation begins the moment your head hits the pillow tonight. Let's start with the master control system, your hormones. All day long, your body is under attack from a hormone called cortisol. It's the stress hormone. When cortisol is high, it's like a chemical no signal to your reproductive system. It shuts down libido, kills energy, and makes erections feel like a distant memory. But when you fall into the first few hours of deep restorative sleep, what scientists call stage 3 and 4 non-REM sleep, something magical happens. Your brain signals your adrenal glands to shut down the cortisol factory. As cortisol plummets, your pituitary gland gets the green light to release a flood of human growth hormone and signal the production of testosterone. This isn't a small boost. The majority of your daily testosterone is produced during these deep sleep cycles. If you don't get enough deep sleep, you are literally robbing your body of its most crucial male hormone. Less deep sleep means higher cortisol and lower testosterone. It's a direct recipe for erectile dysfunction. Your body isn't broken. Its hormone production line is being shut down every night. Let me tell you about Robert, a 68-year-old retired financial advisor. He was a classic case. Stressed all day, wired at night, he'd watch TV until 1 a.m. and wake up exhausted. His morning vitality was non-existent, and it was crushing his confidence. He was convinced he needed testosterone shots. I told him, before we do anything drastic, let's fix your sleep. His task was simple. Turn off all screens, the TV, the phone, the tablet, 1 full hour before bed. No exceptions. In that hour, he just read a book under dim light. He was skeptical. How can reading a book fix a chemical problem? He asked. But he was desperate. Within 2 weeks, the change was undeniable. He started falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. After a month, he called me, and I could hear the energy in his voice. "It's back," he said. That morning feeling. I feel like myself again. Robert didn't need a prescription. He needed to allow his body to run its own hormonal reset program, a program that only runs during deep, uninterrupted sleep. Now, once your hormones are being reset, your body begins another critical process. Many men think erections only happen when they're aroused. This is completely false. Your body is designed to have several powerful erections every single night while you sleep. This phenomenon is called nocturnal penile tumescence, or NPT. It happens during the dream phase of sleep, known as REM sleep. These aren't for pleasure. They are for maintenance. Think of it as a nightly workout for your penis. During these erections, your arteries dilate and a massive wave of oxygen-rich blood surges into the erectile tissues. This process is absolutely essential. It keeps the tissues flexible, healthy, and responsive. It's your body's way of testing the system and flushing out the pipes. If you stop having these nightly erections, the tissues can become less elastic, less responsive, and over time, they can atrophy. It's the ultimate use it or lose it scenario. So, what kills REM sleep and robs you of this vital workout? The number one culprit for men over 60 is alcohol. That nightcap you think is helping you relax is actually devastating your sleep architecture. Alcohol is a potent REM sleep suppressant. It might help you fall asleep, but it prevents you from entering those deep, restorative dream stages where the magic happens. Let me tell you about Michael, a 70-year-old who loved his glass of red wine before bed. He complained of feeling weak and that things just weren't working like they used to. He was waking up multiple times a night. I challenged him to a 14-day experiment. Replace the wine with a cup of chamomile tea. He hated the idea at first, but after just a few days, he noticed he wasn't waking up at 3 a.m. anymore. By the end of the 2 weeks, he told me something remarkable. "I feel an aliveness down there in the morning," he said. "It feels awake." He had been sedating himself into a shallow sleep, completely missing out on the most important workout of the day. By simply removing the alcohol, he allowed his body to restart its natural nightly conditioning program. For an erection to happen, your body needs to be in a relaxed state. This is governed by your autonomic nervous system, which has 2 modes: fight or flight, the sympathetic system, and rest and digest, the parasympathetic system. You cannot, under any circumstances, get a strong, lasting erection while you are in fight or flight mode. It's a physiological impossibility. When you're stressed, anxious, or agitated, your body is pumping adrenaline, and blood is being shunted to your major muscles, not your penis. The problem is, many men spend their entire evening in a state of low-grade fight or flight. They watch the stressful evening news, argue about politics, or scroll through agitating social media feeds right before bed. Then they get into bed, their mind is racing, their heart rate is elevated, and they expect their body to perform on command. It won't. The 60 minutes before your head hits the pillow are the most important of your day for sexual health. You must have a wind-down ritual that serves as a powerful signal to your brain to switch from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic nervous system. David, 65, was a news junkie. He'd fall asleep with the TV blaring, convinced he needed to stay informed. He suffered from terrible performance anxiety, constantly worried that he wouldn't be able to get it up. His mind was never quiet. His wind-down ritual was actually a wind-up ritual. His assignment was to create a technology-free zone in his bedroom. 1 hour before sleep, the TV went off, the phone was plugged in across the room, and he either listened to calm music or practiced a simple 5-minute breathing exercise. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. This 4-7-8 breathing technique is one of the most powerful ways to manually activate the parasympathetic nervous system. It took time, but the change was profound. He felt calmer. He fell asleep more easily. And as his anxiety lessened, his body was finally in a state where it could respond. "I stopped fighting myself," he told me. "I gave my body permission to relax, and it remembered what to do." Your erection starts with a state of calm. You must cultivate that calm every single night. You can do everything else right, but if you are starving your body of oxygen while you sleep, you are fighting a losing battle. And the sad truth is, millions of men do this every single night without realizing it. I'm talking about snoring and, more severely, sleep apnea. When your airway collapses during sleep, your blood oxygen levels can plummet. This state, called hypoxia, is catastrophic for your erectile health. Your blood vessels are lined with a delicate layer of cells called the endothelium. This is where the magic molecule, nitric oxide, is produced. Nitric oxide is the on switch for erections. It's the signal that tells your arteries to open wide and let the blood flow. Hypoxia relentlessly damages the endothelium. It's like pouring acid on the very factory that produces your nitric oxide. Night after night of low oxygen is a death sentence for your erections. It's one of the primary reasons why men with untreated sleep apnea have drastically higher rates of severe ED. You don't even need full-blown apnea to feel the effects. Simply breathing through your mouth all night instead of your nose can lower oxygen saturation and raise your heart rate, keeping you in a state of stress. Frank, 72, was a notorious snorer. His wife had been complaining for years. He was always tired, had high blood pressure, and his ED was severe. He thought it was just his age and his heart condition. I explained that his snoring wasn't just a noise, it was a cry for help from his body. While waiting for a formal sleep study, I had him try 2 simple things. Use a cheap nasal strip from the pharmacy to help open his nasal passages, and consciously practice breathing only through his nose as he was falling asleep. The very first morning, his wife said his snoring was noticeably quieter. Within a few weeks, Frank reported waking up feeling more rested than he had in years. And while it wasn't a magic cure, he told me he felt a stirring of life he thought was gone forever. By giving his body the oxygen it was desperately craving, he was allowing the healing process to begin. Your penis needs oxygen to live. Ensure you are feeding it all night long. Finally, we come to the simplest, most overlooked secret of all. It has to do with the temperature of your room. To initiate and maintain deep, restorative sleep, your body's core temperature must drop by a few degrees. This temperature drop is a powerful biological trigger for the release of sleep hormones like melatonin. If your bedroom is too warm, you are actively fighting against your own biology. You might fall asleep, but you will struggle to enter and stay in those crucial deep sleep and REM stages. You'll toss and turn, have more micro-awakenings, and wake up feeling unrefreshed. You're effectively sabotaging all the processes we've just discussed. A warm sleeping environment keeps your body working overtime trying to cool itself, which can elevate cortisol and prevent that critical hormonal reset. It's a simple lever with a massive impact. Most people have it set completely wrong. George was 69 and always felt cold, so he cranked the heat at night and slept under a mountain of heavy blankets. He complained of restless, sweaty nights and waking up constantly. It seemed obvious to him that he just ran hot. In reality, his environment was preventing his body from regulating itself. The solution was almost laughably simple. I had him turn the thermostat down to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, about 19 Celsius, and use lighter, breathable blankets. That's it. The first night, he felt a bit chilly getting into bed, but he fell asleep. When he woke up, he felt different. "I didn't wake up once," he said, amazed. "I slept like a rock." By simply creating a cool environment, he allowed his body to execute its sleep program flawlessly. The hormones reset, the REM cycles completed their workouts, and his system could finally function as designed. Don't underestimate this. A cool room is a non-negotiable command to your brain. It's time to repair and rebuild. Now, you've heard the 5 secrets, but here is the real power. They don't work in isolation. They create a powerful, synergistic cascade. Imagine this. You start your wind-down ritual, calming your nervous system. You enter a cool, dark room, signaling your brain it's time for sleep. Because you are calm and cool, you fall into deep sleep faster and stay there longer, allowing your testosterone to peak and cortisol to plummet. As your night progresses, you transition into healthy, long periods of REM sleep because you haven't suppressed it with alcohol, and your body performs its essential nightly erectile workouts, DZS. And this entire beautiful process is supercharged because your airway is open and every cell in your body is saturated with life-giving oxygen. See how it all connects? One secret amplifies the next. This isn't about finding one magic bullet. It's about creating the perfect ecosystem for your body to heal itself. This is how you stop managing decline and start building a new foundation for vitality. The power to change is in your hands right now. You don't have to do all 5 of these things tonight. Don't overwhelm yourself. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Just pick one. Maybe tonight you just turn the thermostat down. Maybe you swap that glass of wine for a cup of tea. Or maybe you just plug your phone in across the room instead of next to your bed. That one small act of self-respect is a victory. It's you telling your body that you are back in control. I have seen men in their 70s and 80s, men who had completely given up hope, feel that spark of youthful vitality return by following these principles. Your body has an incredible, innate intelligence. It wants to heal. You just have to get out of its way and give it the conditions it needs. The question is, what will you choose tonight? If this video gave you a glimmer of hope, please click the like button so more men like you can find this information. Subscribe to the channel for more no-nonsense, science-backed truths about reclaiming your health. And most importantly, go to the comments section and tell me, which one of these 5 secrets will you try tonight? I read every comment, and your commitment could be the inspiration that another man needs to start his own journey. Thank you for your time. Your body is ready for its instructions. Go give them.